Yo, what's up? It's your boy JOHHABRAHAM. We back. It's still day 289. You know what? I don't wanna skip that. I did the same thing. Okay, I need to explain this situation more better. Okay. So right now the day it's written 289. Yesterday was also 289. Why? Because yesterday I only did 1 hour of organic chemistry. That's it. So I don't want to count yesterday as a whole day. I'm gonna do today same as day 289. I'm gonna continue with 290 tomorrow onwards. I don't wanna rush this. You feel me? Don't tell me the mic mismuted. Nope, it's not. I need to just fucking ads. Wait. Fuck. Well, what happened? I said. Okay, okay. Actually, I should start. I should continue. Continue. You know what? Before I start with organic chemistry, I should write the stuff I need to do. What else do I have to do?
Hello, bro.
Yo, did I hear something? Yup. Asik Iqbal, how you doing? Yesterday when you came upon the stream, I was sharing my screen, so I was not able to see your chat on time. How you doing? How you doing, brother? How are things going? The Massive Iqbal left, or is it the latency?
I am doing good and I am Muslim mix, so we got Eid NXT day. It's a festival, so yeah, I am excited. I did much shopping. How you doing?
Okay, that's good to hear. So Eid is from tomorrow? I did not know that. Wait, 19th of March. Okay, okay. So it's just one day? Okay, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm also doing pretty okay. Yesterday, I did not do all the tasks I was supposed to do, but today we're gonna be precise.
Today you are in your prime mode.
Today you are in your prime mode. I should be. Oh, I've been slacking off for a while. I remember you coming up on my stream when I was learning German. So after that, I never touched German. It's been a while. Like, it's not good. So I gotta get back on track. Back on track. Well, the Eid is pretty fun. I remember when I was back in India, my neighbors were Muslims and they do give us food. Like, uh, the food they prepared, they would share their neighbors, and we got some mutton stuff, a sort of rice pancake, or it's called patiri in my language. I don't know what's. It would look like a rice flatbread, but yeah, those were good times. Taindebo, prepare the taindebo. Thermodynamics.
Yes, we eat manai, different kind of foods on this day. It's a enjoying day for us, so we enjoy with relatives. Shares are enjoyed between us.
Yup, the sharing food. That's really an amazing tradition. It's good, bro. It's good to have festivals. You could just feel free for a day, learn German. Yeah.
Bro, I am texting you, but it's going to you like 10-20 seconds later. Why?
Yeah, the latency. I don't know. I've been noticing the latency issue for a while. Cause yesterday also someone told me, but the camera, at least now the camera is okay. Cause yesterday the camera was like 15 FPS. It would move like this. Hmm. I don't know. On the setting, it's it's ultra low latency. That means the fastest. So my prediction would be my computer being slow, resulting in this 10 to 20 second delay. It's not a really fast computer, so that could be the reason. Poor little guy. She's been working his ass off for a long time. But somehow, Twitch chat is doing pretty good. Uh, it's a YouTube plus my computer issue. I don't know. German projects, yeah. Apply jobs.
After you get a gut job, you will buy a new setup, OKK?
Yeah. When I get a job, I will buy a better setup. I would go for. I'm not gonna go for really. Depends on what's my use case. But my plan was to buy not an Nvidia. I was planning to buy. What's it called? What's the up other company? Not Intel. AMD. AMD. I forgot the name of the GPUs made by AMD. So get it. Ryzen would be the CPU, the small one, right? I'm talking about the GPU card.
Risen?
AMD. I forgot the name. Yeah, the GPU from AMD and AMD CPU, GPU both, and run SteamOS. That was one of my plans. SteamOS, Linux. I want to learn Linux ASAP. From what I understand, Linux is pretty good. It could have a starting learning curve, but that would be a good start. But now we're stuck on goofy as macOS. macOS is okay. Compared to Windows, I would say macOS is okay. I have no complaints actually. Oh, my mind is. What's the name? Radeon. Okay, Radeon. I'm not gonna go for the most expensive Radeon card, but Okay, now I think I could start with the organic chemistry. Okay, now
Bro, also like make a green screen and use the good thumbnail of the videos. Like if you want to be a successful YouTuber, go through it. I think you have the potential to be famous, so yeah.
I appreciate that. But yeah, green screen. I looked into it, but I never bought it. I should. But the issue is I don't have a fixed place right now. Like within the next 4 months or 5 months, I'm gonna move to Czech, another neighboring country for my studies. That's gonna be 1 year there. Oh, I don't know how it's gonna be there. I don't even know if I'm gonna get a room for my own. It might be a shared room, so there might be other people. I don't know how's that gonna be. Mm, so 1 year there, then again coming back here. So after that, maybe I could get a fixed place. Lot to think. But green screen is a good idea. Not gonna lie. If I have a green screen, I could make the screen bigger, like somewhere here. And for the thumbnails, yep. Can you briefly explain how the wavelength ba, 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 but it's actually a cool thing being famous. Hmm. I don't want to brag, but my main intention to start my YouTube channel, one of the main intention was, it might sound funny now, but who knows, it might be true. So my main intention to start my YouTube channel was when I start doing my bachelor's thesis, master's, PhD type shit.
Then you can do daily vlogs like where you go capture it, like not just the bike rides, capture what you do daily and struggles and motivate people's. Also make a unique thumbnail of that video, you will get much views.
Yup, I could. But yeah, if I plan this, I can, I can make more content out of this. But like I said, my main intention when I started the channel was to publish my patents if I have a patent, or if I'm doing explaining any sort of research that I have done. I want to publish the results through this channel. That was like one of my main intention, but that's far off. I'm not there yet. But in the meantime, I could do some stuff. Vlogs. Man, I can't wait to go back to India. I'm gonna record that. When I head back to India, that's gonna be of course on my channel. How wavelength, frequency,
One day you will be a famous YouTuber and forget us, I know.
One day you will be a famous YouTuber and forget us, I know. Yo, that's that's a bad form of thinking, right? I don't think I'll forget you. Come on. But just look at let's take an example of a famous YouTuber. I'm not saying I want to be like them or anything, but let's take one person, PewDiePie, okay? I used to watch PewDiePie a lot. This person has about 110 million subscribers, right? That's a lot of people. And I don't know how you keep, I mean, for me, I do remember some of the important people who helped me with the channel. I do remember Sans Fan, that's an important person. Asik Iqbal, I actually remember you because you checked out my stream when I was learning German. Then there's Guess 1337 now. His name is Green something. Clonopin Commander, of course. Clonopin Commander from the Twitch. Then there's one guy who's studying physics major. He was from Nepal. And some of the conversation I had with people are one day conversation. Like they come to my stream for one day, have a good conversation, then just do not exist. Like, bro. And the conversation I have with these people, these one day people, are actually good conversation. But they just don't show up. I'm not complaining that they don't show up. It's so weird. It's just like real life. You have a good conversation with someone you meet in public and you just don't see them ever. Okay, wavelength, frequency, amplitude. On
You will find me after 20 years on your stream, bro.
You will find me after 20 years on your stream, bro. Yo, if you come up on the stream after 20 years, I'm gonna recognize you, brother. But yeah, I wanna keep on doing this stream, not actually stream, this study. I need to keep doing. I need to keep on learning. That would be my main purpose. On these different electromagnetic spectrum. You don't have to explain for all, but for the important ones, I just need to know the exact distinction. I recently started using Claude, and I gotta say, right now Claude is okay, but 2 or 3 days ago, this thing did not work. This thing just went attempt number 5, attempt number 6, attempt number 7. Did
Yo,
not
chill,
give me
one
the
day I can
answer.
meet you also when I am gonna come to your place, as I will move to Germany so I can come to your place, I guess.
I mean, if you move to Germany, we could meet, of course. I need to start traveling. I never traveled too much in my life. In my life, especially Austria. I heard it's a really beautiful place. You got the Alps mountains nearby. When I head back to India, I need to visit a lot of places in India too. I never visited North India at all. Low frequency, long wavelength, low energy, radio waves, NMR. Okay. One long. So longer wavelength means amplitude. Ads, bro. Ads.
Okay, K, I will eat lunch in house one day. You will have a wife, then I will also come with my wife.
Yo, that's cool.
Your house E.
Yes. Is there set a timer for 15 minutes? Yes, of course. You know what? My plan on house. It might sound stupid. Yup, there we go. Just get one of these. That's I call it a house. At least for me, this is a good house.
I like this genie Nelly.
I like this genuinely, yeah. I find this thing really interesting that you can just bring your house wherever. You got everything you need in a house. It's gonna be cool. The future. The future! Okay, so high amplitude, same frequency, high intensity. Amplitude is completely independent. It describes how intense the radiation is. More amplitude, more photons, stronger signals. So, ampli the height of the waves. Amplitude is the height of the wave measured by the center line of the peak to the peak. So, higher amplitude means higher energy.
Bro, I am coming after. Sometimes my mentor called me. Now I have trades to do now.
Yo, the fact that you checked out the stream means a lot. Of course. Not exactly. This is a really common misconception. Worth clearing up properly. Higher amplitude, more intensity, more total energy in the beam overall, but each individual photon energy is still set by frequency. Uh huh. So the distinction is frequency, energy of the single photon, amplitude, how many photons there are. Higher amplitude means you have more photons. So yes, the total energy of a beam is higher, but each individual photon is more powerful than before. Ow. Your bullet analogy. I don't know if I did a bullet analogy. Imagine two guns firing the same bullet. Gun one fires bullet, one bullet per second. Mm-hmm. Wait, okay. Okay, then if if we have a wave 2 wave propagation with same frequency and wavelength than the, but one is having higher amplitude compared to the other. The only difference between them is intensity. The higher amplitude wave simply has more photons. That's where I'm kind of confused. What do you mean more photons? How do you mean more photons? What? Could could you explain more on the photon part? Like more photons. I cannot visualize it. Like, yeah, with the gun analogy, I get the speed of one bullet is faster than the other, thus one is having more energy, but how is the photons like, how is the number of increase just with the increase in amplitude? And even I understood the more intensity, but the number of photons increasing. I don't get it. Maybe the amplitude of the photons wave that's oh man. Oh. That would be just same on the same case as the initial wave I just didn't get the part where the photon number increasing. Like, like photon is some sort of unit. What is even a photon? Photon is the smallest possible packet of light. You cannot have a photon. It's like how money works in cents. Yeah, once. Okay. Light comes in discrete little packets, and each packet is one photon. Each photon carries a fixed amount of energy determined purely by its frequency. So, photon has a fixed frequency, wavelength, amplitude. Here's why I need to correct myself. At the classical level, thinking of light as a wave, amplitude is the height of the wave, and bigger the wave looks more powerful. At a quantum level, thinking of light as photons, the higher amplitude wave actually means more photons packed together, each one still carrying the same energy. So when you see a wave with higher amplitude, that's actually happening underneath. Is that what's actually happening underneath is that many photons are overlapping and added together to create that tall wave. A low amplitude wave has fewer photons contributing. Okay. So so a photon has a constant frequency, wavelength, and amplitude. Almost, but there's one correction needed. A photon has a fixed energy and a wavelength, but amplitude is not a property of the single photon. A photon has a fixed frequency and wavelength. Amplitude is not a property of a single photon. Amplitude only makes sense when you're talking about a wave that made up of many photons together. Oh shit! Okay, I did not know that. Okay, so there's no such thing as amplitude for a photon. What? Without amplitude, how is there frequency? Weird thing about quantum mechanics, where wave particle duality, light behaves like a wave when you have many photons together, but behave like a particle when you zoom into the individual level. Dude, this thing is confusing me to a lot of levels. Gotta say.
Don't need $300 profit today. I see you. I took a risk today and won.
Yo. Done $300 profit today. Sweet. Took a risk today and won. Oh, okay. It was a risk. I'm guessing it's still the currency exchange trading.
I will go shopping in the afternoon as $300 profit and gonna spend all today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you only have to think about saving when it's necessary. But, yup. Yo, I also need to look into this. I need to actually figure out my money situation. Okay, like you said, it's getting weird because cause photon not having amplitude just don't make sense because without amplitude, I don't know if you could measure a wavelength and frequency. Frequency, Quency. God damn it. You're actually thinking about this really deeply and you hit a genuinely tricky point. Okay, stop with the fucking. A single photon does not actually have a wave associated with it. It's a probability wave. It does wiggle. It does not have a wavelength and frequency in its sense, but the amplitude of that wave doesn't mean physical height like a water wave. It means probability. It's likely the photon is to be detected at a certain location. It's 15 minutes, and I did not set the next timer. Hey Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes. I just don't understand this photon thing. I don't know. The more I read about it, the more I feel like I am just an idiot. Well, 15 minutes, push ups. Stream of photons, number of photons in a meep, neither is completely wrong. There's just two different levels of description of the same thing. Okay. For your organic chemistry course, you genuinely do not need to go this deep. Bro, I get that. No, come on. Okay. I need to think this through. So it's a probability wave. Okay. Even in that case, there should be probabilistic amplitude. Probability amplitude. So you were correct even in the quantum description. Okay, bro. A single photon has a probability amplitude. Many photons together, that probability amplitude shows up at a physical wave amplitude you can actually measure. Where did I read the mathematical probability? Whoa, where is that part? What's this now? Mm-hmm. It's a probability wave. It's a probability. It's not a physical up and down. It's a mathematical wave describing where the photon probability probably is. how do I describe this? So okay, now get the part where photon is like a unit here. So how is the photon affecting the frequency? Like higher amplitude means more photons add up for the higher amplitude. Now, how is the photons, 15 minutes photons resulting wavelength? Photon is greater than an electron. Yeah, I get that one. The difference in energy between these two levels of get released of the photon. The photon doesn't build up its frequency from anything. It's born with a fixed frequency. Yeah, I get that one. So photons count and frequency are completely separate. More photons, higher amplitude. Higher energy source, each photon born with higher frequency. Okay, so photon is not actually a unit. Okay, now we are talking about source. And each source having different kind of photon. I thought photons were a constant unit type of thing. There are two completely independent things. You cannot give the higher frequency by adding more photons together. A million radio wave photon add together are still the radio waves. So each waves, like radio waves, cosmic waves, are made up of its own photon. So these should also have its unique set wavelength, probabilistic one. Oh fuck. Okay, now could you explain what results in the formation of these photons? Like the photons with its own specific and I'm also guessing that any of these photons traveling in empty space is gonna eventually wear out. If yes, what's the first thing it starts? positive, increasing, thus resulting. An electron dropping energy levels when an electron in an atom gets excited. Okay, bigger the gap, higher energy photons, smaller the gap. Okay, okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. A perfect empty space, but so more matter gets involved, the light starts degrading. Okay. Okay. Your guess about the order of what changes. Your direction is actually right for redshift. The wavelength does not increase in frequency, does drop together, but the probability plop. Probabilistic wavelength follows the same direction as a physical wavelength. They're same thing for photons, so they both stretch together. They don't go in the opposite direction. Honest caveat: the last two questions, photon creation and cosmos, are physics and quantum mechanics territory, not organic chemistry. I know, bro. I know. I know. Okay, I know. Yeah, don't tell me. Okay, don't tell me what to. I know. I know. And and don't tell me what's what's taking things too far or not. Okay, so I need to write this down because my brain is too stupid to forget things. Okay. Okay, now at this point it's not 1 hour, right? I'm gonna change the title. It's entertainment? It is actually. Everything's entertainment. To think about it. Oh, bro, the camera is so bad. Ugh. Hey, what? Okay, on OBS it looks pretty okay, but OBS it looks pretty okay, but on YouTube it looks stupid. Due to excited electron or similar source. Good catch, adding similar source. That's a correct thinking. Electron answers are no. Which combines to form specific electromagnet. Stop glazing, bro. Just let me know if there's anything bad. Let me wash my hands. It's getting a bit cold. Hands are getting a bit cold. So, each of these electromagnetic waves are made up of photons that share the same frequency and wavelength that makes the specific electromagnetic wave. But the number of photons determine the amplitude, intensity of the specific electromagnetic wave. Photons are made from excitation of valence slash electrons in which higher excitation higher energy gap releases photons of higher frequency and lower wavelength. Other sources do exist. Wait. The wavelength and frequency of a photon is detectable, but it's it's only precise to a form in a form of mathematical wave probability. Okay. There's one more thing I wanna mention about photon. In an ideal vacuum, a photon maintains its frequency and wavelength, but due to interaction with matter results in degradation and the universe itself expanding also does affect it. Yep, I think that's it for the whole photon part. I think I've wasted a lot of time on this. I did. At the end, I wrote in an ideal vacuum, a photon maintain and wavelength, but due to this interaction with matter results in degradation and the universe itself expanding also does affect it. Yeah, it's good enough. So now determining structures by spectroscopy. You know what? I'll stop the stream. I'll start with the job hunt and I'll come back. Peace out, YouTube.